Hello besties! Today is so exciting because we are starting a very fun reading vlog. I'm heading to Texas with a bunch of my friends who are also booktubers. We decided that it'd be really fun to do a huge book swap between all of us. So earlier this week we put our names into a random generator and it gave us all someone that we would be recommending books to, and the person that recommended books to me was Ashlynn, which I'm so excited about. I feel like Ashlynn and I honestly have quite different book tastes, so it'll be fun to read the books that she recommended to me. And then I, of course, recommended books, and the person I recommended my books to was Faith, so you guys should definitely go check her video out to see which books I gave her. But Ashlynn gave me my books of the week. She ended up giving me 3 different books. I think I'm going to read 2 books in this video, and the first one I'm going to start off with that she gave me was A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. So this book is part of the Sacred Stone series, which I have honestly never heard of until she recommended it to me. I'm very excited. It's a romantasy. This book follows Arwen. She is actually taken prisoner. She basically gives herself up so her brother can be free, and she's taken in by this dangerous kingdom, held prisoner there, and has to use her powers to heal their soldiers. So her goal is to obviously escape and get out of this place, but she can't trust anyone. But there is someone that comes into it. A little romance does happen in this book. I am so excited to start this book. I'm definitely gonna be reading out of my comfort zone this week, which is very exciting. I think we're gonna start this book a little bit at home, and then we're gonna head to Texas soon and finish it while we're there, and then we'll probably move on to a second book for the week. So I'm going to bring you guys along. I'm so excited to read Ashlynn's books she picked out for me. Let's get into the book swap. I wanted to give an update because I started A Dawn of Onyx yesterday, and I am, let's see how far I am. I'm 30% of the way in, and I've been literally sucked into this book. I'm so happy that Ashlynn recommended this book to me because it's becoming like one of my new favorite romantasies, but I am so sucked in. This book right away, I love how it leaves off with cliffhangers on the end of each chapter, so I just want to continue reading. I'm very excited to continue with it. I love the characters of this book. I can definitely see what might be happening between 2 of them. A little romance blooming, which I'm very excited about. We are having a day in Austin today, so I don't know if there will be much time for reading, but maybe later tonight I will get further in this book and update you. But I am absolutely obsessed with it so far, and I'm very excited to talk about it with Ashlynn because I know she will be excited that I love this book. That's the update on our reading for the week. I'll update you guys more once we get further into the book. Hi guys, I wanted to update the vlog. I had our first full day yesterday. It was so much fun. We went to a brunch, then we went to a bookstore for literally 4 hours. It was so much fun. We filmed so much content there, and we got a few books, which was so fun. And some of the girls did like secretive videos. Ashlynn and Tiff both kind of surprised us with their videos, so that was amazing. But we are having more of a chill day today, which I'm so excited about. We just got coffee and we're about to sit by the pool and kind of read. I think I'm like 130 pages into A Dawn of Onyx, and I have been obsessed with it. You guys know I've been getting more into romantasy, and this is the perfect book. I mean, I'm not done yet, but I would totally recommend this for how far I've read so far. This is the book I'm reading right now, and we are gonna sit by the pool, have some downtime, just chill. It's so nice here in Texas. I'm obsessed because it's been so cold and windy back home, but it's like perfect summer weather here. So that's what we're doing right now. We're about to lock in and start reading for an hour without anybody talking. Let's see how many pages we can get in. need to give an update on A Dawn of Onyx. I am almost halfway through. We read for like an hour straight at the pool yesterday and it was so good. I got through like 50 pages, which was really nice. And I think we're gonna do that again today, but I have literally been obsessed with this book. I was telling Ashlynn, which I want to talk to her about it later, but I was telling her I think this might be one of my favorite romanticises I've ever read. And I'm not even halfway through, like we're almost at that mark, but it's so good. The characters, like tension between the two is really building up right now. And that's my favorite part of any book, just the tension between the two that are probably gonna get together. So I've been obsessed with it. I also don't read a lot of books like this. In this book, he's the king and has all the power, and she obviously has no power. Like she is basically a peasant coming into this as a prisoner, them starting to form a relationship. Just the power dynamic between the two is so interesting. It's nothing like I've ever read, but I am obsessed with this book and how it's going. So I'm so excited, and I know Ashlynn is very excited that I've been loving it, but I wanted to just give an update. I'm actually gonna go read for a bit because I need to get through these pages so I can finish this book this week, and then we'll talk to Ashlynn later about my thoughts on it. She's literally right outside and taking pictures, but I am so excited. Let's go read and then we'll talk to Ashlynn in a bit. I'm back in the book room. I'm home from the Texas trip, and unfortunately I did not finish this book on that trip. I'm currently 66% in. I'm on chapter 21 on my Kindle. I have been loving my Kindle. If you guys didn't see, Insta got me a new Kindle Colorsoft for my birthday last week, and I have been reading it nonstop and I'm obsessed with it. Obviously when we were in Texas we were doing a book swap throughout the week, but we also yapped so much that it was hard to get through the books, which is totally fine because I can just finish it here. But I didn't get like a whole bunch of reading done. The only main reading I did was on the way to Texas on the plane. The like 1 hour we sat down and read at the pool, and then like somewhat in between, some chill times like in between. So we're only 66% of the way through. I talked a little bit about this book while we were on the trip, but I've honestly been eating this book up. Like every single chapter I just want more. And the main characters, Kane and Arwen, there's a lot of lead up to their relationship, which I personally love. I love tension. I love a build up in a relationship, and there's a lot of that going on in A Dawn of Onyx, which I'm obsessed with. So I have really been enjoying this book, but I figured we're just gonna sit down right now, get through the majority of this book because I would really like to finish it and possibly move on to another one that Ashlynn recommended me, which she does not know that I'll be doing, but I think I want to throw it in as like a little surprise when she's watching the video because she recommended me 3 books. I originally wanted to read 2 of them and I'm still only on the first one, so I have a lot to do, but I really would love to read another book that she recommended me and kind of throw it in as a surprise so we can get 2 books read in this book swap. So I'm going to sit down right now, get through a lot of this. I will update you guys on my thoughts, but I love Kane so much. He obviously has like a lot of control in this situation, but I feel like he doesn't use it against her, which I love, and it's so romantic to me. So I am obsessed with him, but I'm going to read and see how much we can get through right now, and then I'll update you guys later. Up, and I never have my hair up like this. I tried a little TikTok hairstyle and I think I like it. I just need to like master it because it's very off right now. I also went to the gym and I did a little challenge where I walked 10,000 steps and saw how much I could read within those 10,000 steps. So if you're interested in that, go check it out on my reels because I'm trying to do different things. I stick to a lot of aesthetic things and I love doing that, but I also kind of want to sprinkle in some other things. So I'm just trying some new things to see how we like it. But I actually started a different book when I was at the gym doing that little challenge, so I'm going back to A Dawn of Onyx. I'm on page 319 right now, 78% in. I would like to sit down right now and just completely finish it. I am so intrigued and I want to get to the end and see how it all comes together, so that's the goal. Just wanted to check in. Yesterday when I sat down and read, there was a big plot twist that happened that was shocking. There's a lot of action going on right now, so I need to see what's about to happen. As you can see, I've been obsessed with my Kindle. I do have the physical book of this, but I have just been like obsessed with my Kindle ever since I got this, and I cannot seem to put it down and pick up a physical book right now, which is okay. We're gonna sit down, finish this off hopefully, then I'll come back to you with my final thoughts on Dawn of Onyx. I'm so excited. Let's get to reading. The essentials, my heating pad. I have my window open because it's a little bit chilly. So I add the heating pad, throw a blanket on, and we are all set. I finished Dawn of Onyx, which I'm going to talk to you guys about later, but I really wanted to read 2 books in this video. So we're gonna move on to one of the other books that Ashlynn recommended to me. I'm honestly very, very nervous for this one because it is completely out of my comfort zone, and that book is Recursion by Blake Crouch. This is like a science fiction thriller is kind of how Ashlynn described it to me, which I love a thriller. I don't ever read science fiction. I don't think I've ever read a science fiction book ever. So this is definitely out of my comfort zone. I'm honestly kind of nervous going into it just because it's a completely different genre for me, but I'm also excited to try something new. We're going in with open minds. This book is about this epidemic that is spreading throughout society. It seems like a disease, but it's not. And it's basically making people lose their minds, and they're having memories of a life that they've never lived, which is so confusing. And I can only assume how bad that would mess up your mind. But I think this is a dual point of view about Barry, who is a detective. He is kind of closing in on the truth of what's happening with this epidemic. The other point of view is from Helena Smith, who is a neuroscientist. She kind of holds the key to what is going on and the tools for fighting against it. I'm guessing that they eventually come together and their stories kind of meet up and they have to kind of work together. So different from anything I have ever read. So I'm honestly a little bit nervous going into it. Very excited to try something new. The next book we're gonna read is Recursion. So let's get into it. It's time for a little update on this book because I started it and I don't think I have talked about it once since I started it, and I'm already on page 214. I have just over 100 pages left. This book is different from any book I have ever read. It's science fiction, which I don't ever read. I've never read a science fiction book, so it's honestly very hard to compare it to anything I've ever read. I can't base it off of anything because it's so different. I'm gonna be so honest, I don't know how I'm feeling about this book. I felt like it was very confusing for me getting into this book just because I've never read anything like this. There were 2 POVs, one male character and one female character, and then later down the book you figure out how they intersect and come together. I honestly felt like it was kind of confusing, and it's been a little bit hard for me to get through, which I hate to say because I know Ashlynn loves this book so much, but it's definitely like up her realm and it's not up my realm, and so it's just me trying to get into a different genre is a little bit tricky. I'm definitely happy that she gave me something completely out of my comfort zone because I've never read a book like this and it's definitely out of my comfort zone. I am going to sit down and knock this book out today. I'm really intrigued like how I'm going to feel about it in the end. My brain is definitely like thinking, which is also a good thing because sometimes in books when I'm reading like romance or something, I'm just like la-di-da-di-da, like in my own little world. I don't have to really think much, but I feel like this book I really have to like zone in and think about what they're saying and how the book connects to each other. So I do like that part of it. I honestly think I'm just going to sit down, finish this, and then come back to you guys and let you know what my rating is because I have no clue at this point. It's like a rainy, windy day out right now, so I feel like it's the perfect time to just get through this book. I don't even think I told you guys a rating for Dawn of Onyx, which I'm very excited to talk about. So at the end, I'll give you guys my ratings for both of these books, and we'll do a little end discussion of my week of reading Ashlynn's picks for me. So let's sit down, read this, knock it out, and then I'll come back to you guys. Just finished Recursion, so let's talk about it. I honestly do not really know how to review this book because first half of it, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really drawn to it at all. I thought it was very confusing. I don't even know if I said what this was about. This book is about Barry Sutton. He is an NYC detective. He is kind of in the future where this thing called FMS comes around, and that's false memory syndrome, and it's basically like a false reality that people are living and going back into their memories. Very confusing at first, but it's making people go very crazy and they don't want to catch this. It also focuses on Helena Smith, who is a neuroscientist, and I don't want to give away what she does, but she basically holds the key to what is happening in the future. It's from a point of view of both of them telling their stories, and then they kind of eventually merge together. I can see why people like this book. This book is for sure a mind bender. It's intriguing, interesting, and there's a lot going on at all times. I just don't know if it was a book for me, and I hate to say it because I know almost everyone who reads this book is obsessed with it. Maybe it was just because it was my first science fiction thriller book that it was just a little bit hard for me to get into. I don't know. I don't really know if this is the genre for me, which is totally okay. This video is all about trying something new, and I'm glad I tried it, but I just don't know if this genre is for me, but I'm glad I gave it a go. The end definitely like had me on the edge of my seat, and I wanted to know what was gonna happen. Maybe again, this book also just made me kind of sad and like think way too deep into my life, and I kind of just wanted to avoid that. So that could be another reason why I have like iffy feelings about it. It's maybe a me problem. I think just for me, I would give this a 3. Still a really good book, just not necessarily a book for me, which is totally okay. On the other hand, I obviously read Dawn of Onyx as the first book in this video, and I was absolutely obsessed with it. This book was right up my alley. I loved everything about it. I loved the characters. I loved like the power and difference between the two main characters and just how it all came together. I was obsessed with this, and I cannot wait to go into the series more. I loved this book. I think I would give it a 4.25, but I'll definitely continue the series, and I'm so happy that Ashlynn recommended this one to me because it was a new love for me, and I really enjoyed it. These are the 2 books we ended up reading for the book swap. Definitely very different for me, and I'm so glad that Ashlynn recommended them just so I could try out something that was completely different from what I usually read. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so much fun reading some of Ashlynn's book recs, and I actually gave my book recs to Faith, so I know her video is already uploaded, so if you guys are interested to see what she read that I gave her, you guys should check that out, and all the other girls will be coming out with their book swap videos very soon. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.